So let's get started. Yo, Roxas, how's it going? What is it aside a video game? So it actually started off as a tabletop game. It said continue because I had to make sure it wasn't blocking anything too critical. But the way the game starts is essentially like this, actually. Because there's many different ways to play the game, let me just set it to the base Sentinels. Takes you back to 97. Alright, so because of the fact that I have some extra content, the 4 characters that you get to fight against, these villains, would be Baron Blade, Citizen Dawn, they flipping stuff, but you got Baron Blade, Citizen Dawn, Grand Warlord Boss, and Omnitron. And then you have the heroes, where you get Absolute Zero, the Bunker, let's see, the Indestructible Bunker, Fanatic, the Savage Haka, America's Finest Legacy, the Mighty Ra, Tachyon, the Quickest Woman on Earth, the Inhuman Tempest, the Visionary, Mystery Comics Wraith, and those would be the characters who would be in the base roster. And you can play with 3 to 5 heroes. The whole thing is, this game is designed for you to be playing this with friends. So like you'd actually be playing this game with a bunch of other people. Alright, so let me select the team. So we'll take the Legacy, Visionary, Wraith, Tempest, and Tachyon. And then you choose an environment. Play by yourself 5 times? Sure. So then you'd have Insula Promelis, Megalopolis, the Ruins of Atlantis, and Wagner Mars Base. Everything past this would be created content. So you got Baron Blade over here. At last, the destruction of my greatest foe is at hand. Legacy shall fall. Stand down, Baron. The price of your hatred should not be the entire planet. That's me. The secret to omniscient ascension is playing with voices. You love it. So you start the game, then the villain does their setup. Oh wow, that's so fair. Okay. And then the hero gets their turn. So this guy, Baron Blade, is the arch nemesis of the Legacy. So he just kind of starts out, he plays 2 cards from the top of his deck. And let's see. At the start of the villain's turn, if there are 15 or more cards in the villain's trash, Baron Blade's Terra Luna Implosion Beam activates, pulling the moon into the earth. Game over. Ooh, devious. When Baron Blade would be destroyed, his villain character card flips to the Vengeful Mad Scientist side instead. So while he has the mobile defense platform, Baron Blade is immune to damage. So you see that number 10? I have to damage it by 10 to remove it. Since he played 2 of them, I'm not hurting Baron Blade at all. So, Legacy has Bloister allies. It's a one-shot. That means when you play it, it's one and done. Each player draws a card. Flying Smash. Legacy deals up to 3 targets, 3 melee damage each. Yes, it is a card game. Lead from the front, ongoing limited. Whenever a hero target would be dealt damage by a villain card, you may redirect that damage to Legacy. So, maybe you'd be familiar with something like Yu-Gi-Oh!, where they have continuous spells and traps. So that's what ongoing means, where it just stays on the field. And limited means you can only have one on the field at a time. And then next evolution, Power. Legacy is immune to damage type at the start of your turn until the start of your next turn. So the whole thing about Legacy is he's more like a tank. Alright. Let's play this card. And then after you play the card, you go into Power phase, where you're able to activate a power. So instead of activating next evolution, I'll just activate his Galvanize, where he gives all the heroes +1 damage. Then you draw a card, and then the next person goes. I'm pretty sure you could tell that all these heroes are kind of a reference to another kind of hero that exists, a famous hero. So, with the Visionary, she has this decoy projection, distortion limited. Whenever the Visionary would be dealt damage, she can redirect the damage to this card. My fault. Whenever... Yeah. She has Foresight, ongoing limited. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 in your hand, put 1 on the top, and 1 in the bottom. And then she has Mass Levitation, where until the start of your next turn, reduce the damage dealt by the environment cards by 3. And then for her base power, Enlighten, 1 player draws 2 cards, then they discard a card. The decks are small in this game, but you constantly shuffle your decks, so you don't have to worry about ever running out of cards. Alright, so let's give the Tempest some cards. This is draw 3. All of these are pretty good. Okay. I guess I'll get rid of this. She's like Jack from Mass Effect? Sort of. And then you have the Wraith. So, Infrared Eyepiece. It's equipment where it has a power, reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck, put 1 of them on the top and 1 on the bottom. Then she has a Mega Computer. Equipment, reduce damage dealt by environment cards by 1. She has a Micro-Targeting Computer. It's equipment limited. Increase projectile damage dealt by a Wraith by 2. And Razor Ordnance. The Wraith deals 1 target 3 projectile damage. And for her power, she gets to reduce damage she would take by 2. So the next damage she takes, -2. Alright, so now it's time for the Tempest. So with Aquatic Correspondence, it's a one-shot. He gets to draw 3. For Cleansing Downpour, he has a power where each hero gains 2 HP. Enter the Stratosphere, select one non-indestructible villain card in play, other than the character card, and put it on the top of the villain's deck. Tempest deals the villain target with the highest HP to projectile damage. Otherworldly Resilience, reduce damage dealt to the Tempest by 1. And Shielding Winds, whenever a hero target would be dealt 5 or more damage from a single source, reduce that damage by 2. So let's get that into play, and then we'll activate his Power Squall. Tempest deal each non-hero target 1 projectile damage. So then they let you choose how you want to resolve it. Since Baron Blade just can't take damage while mobile platforms out, you can choose each one, but you can also choose for me and just does it for you automatically. Cool, we got an Electrical Storm. And then we got Tachyon. So she has Nimble Strike, one-shot burst. Tachyon deals 1 target 1 melee damage. You may draw a card. Sonic Vortex. Tachyon deals X targets 3 sonic damage, where the number of burst cards in your trash. And Supersonic Response. Tachyon deals 1 target 2 melee damage if that target dealt Tachyon damage since your last turn. She deals that target to sonic damage. Oh, we got a Blinding Speed. And then we get to activate Tachyon's ability. Yup, Tachyon. So, with her Rapid Recon, reveal and replace the top card of your hero deck. If you discard the top card, you may discard the top card of your deck. Like the theoretical element that breaks the speed limit? Exactly. So she has Fleet of Foot. So she can say, discard it, and it goes to the trash, or say no, then draw it. Each player may draw a card, you may play a card. I want that card. So she'll draw Fleet of Foot. Then the environment plays its turn. Rooftop Combat, increase all damage dealt by 1. Wait a second. Let's slow this down a little bit. Oh no, the Blade Battalion attacks. But because of Shielding Winds, it gets reduced by 2. So instead of taking 6 damage, you know, he took 4. So Rooftop Combat, increase all damage dealt by 1. When this card enters play, destroy all other environment cards. While this card is in play, environment cards cannot be played. When the hero targets deal non-hero character cards 10 or more damage in a single round, since this card had entered play, destroy this card. So, you know, it can help you break it by dealing a massive amount of damage. Your 5 members are on the right side. Look together. They look like the Megazord combined. It's Morphin time! Yeah. Honestly, if you ever have the time, I think you should try this game with me one day. Okay, so let's see. So, let's get lead from the front up. What kind of damage is this? Melee? And then we'll make him immune to melee damage. You're playing Oniaki right now. The Multiverse will have to wait. Sure. I'm not saying immediately, but I'm saying in the future. It also has a mobile phone client, so if you want to play the game, you can play it on your phone also. Okay, so let's play Psychic Maelstrom. Hey TRZ, I don't agree, but how are you doing today? Okay. So we're going to use the Visionary to help someone else out. Saga exists. And yeah, there are a lot of people who love Final Fantasy IX. I'm not one of them, but I started to like some of the characters in Final Fantasy IX. Okay. Let's give Tachyon some more cards. Alright. Tachyon wants the HUD goggles so she could play an additional card per turn. And with the way Sonic Vortex works, she's probably not going to use it just yet. I think it might be Nimble Strike. The evil nice guy. You do agree, Jedi hand wave gesture. I do agree. I am the evil nice guy. Alright. These aren't the droids I'm looking for. Exactly. Okay, so we got the mega computer. Let's get infrared eyepiece going. Use her power. And let's see. Because of the infrared eyepiece, I get to choose whether or not if one card goes to the top, which means it's going to be played, and the other goes to the bottom. I don't know if I'd rather take damage, though. Yeah. Alright. Now it's time for the Tempest to do his thing. Alright. Did anyone take damage? Yes, somebody did. We'll get Cleansing Downpour up. We get some healing. Merman cries. Alright, so play Fleet of Foot. Everyone gets to draw a card, and she gets to play another. She does it again. I'm pretty sure you know, but Tachyon is more like that guy. You know, the Flash. Okay, what does she want to do now? 2 bursts. I think I'd rather wait till she has 3. Get the HUD goggles up. Because HUD goggles are up, she can play another card. And... oh! That's 4. Okay. I have no idea how there's always somebody faster than the Flash. But, you know what? That's fine. That's his burden to bear. He's not the fastest. Mobile defense platforms destroyed. I could choose not to deal damage to Baron Blade, even though he's not going to take it. Just do it anyway. Activate Tachyon's power. I'm going to discard this card. I don't need it. So she drew a Sucker Punch instead. It's the environment's turn. Slash and Burn's activated. Who has the lowest HP? Of course, that would be the Tempest. But the Legacy comes in with the save. Alright. So, since I don't know what kind of damage is coming next, what should I do? Actually, I have him use Voice to allies, so everyone gets to draw a card. And Baron Blade does not do damage, so I'll just have him boost the damage that everyone does. And he drew a Funk! Alright, the Visionary now has so many cards, I'm unsure what I'd have her do. Okay. Prophetic Vision? That might be it. Or Precog. Okay. So, I'm going to reveal the top 3 cards in the environment deck, put 1 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Not like anything can be played from the environment, but put Police back up on the top. Put Grand Warlord Voss on the bottom. Get the Visionary to do her thing. Target Tachyon. And she drew a Blinding Speed and a Research Grant. So let's get rid of one of these Sucker Punches, actually. And she now has a Telekinetic Cocoon. The Wraith. Alright. Activate Impromptu Intervention. Gets a Grappling Hook. Have her play the Utility Belt. So she can activate an extra power. She gets to play another card. I don't want to destroy that stuff. So the whole thing about the Wraith is she's really setup oriented, but once she's set up, she gets to go. And like, I've seen her do so much damage. So the Elemental or Distributor, whenever Baron Blade would be dealt Fire, Cold, or Lightning damage, would direct that damage to the hero target with the lowest HP. The whole thing about this thing is because of the fact that so many heroes in the first set have these kind of elemental powers, it's like, it kind of stops them. but then with the backlash field, every time you'd attack Baron Blade for the first time, he'd deal them 3 lightning damage. I'd rather take that reflected damage, please. Alright. Have Wraith use stealth, and we move on. She gets Throat Gem. Alright. So just don't use lightning or water. Oh, right, he didn't play it yet. Let's see. Hey, Jai, how's it going? Flash Flood. Better save that. I don't think I have anything going on Monday night, so we can probably run a game with Sentinels then, if you're interested. Alright, I think... because of how Tempest works, I'll get Otherworldly Resilience up. Then I'm going to activate his ability. Hit this first, the mobile platform. Then I can start hurting Baron Blade. Okay. Research grant. And supersonic response. Hit Baron Blade. Draw 2, discard 1. Pushing the limits. And quick insight. Since I have to discard 1, I'll get rid of a blinding speed. And we got a light speed barrage. Yo, I'm glad you were thinking the same thing. So now he has Elemental Redistributor. You think Romancing Saga 2 is your favorite RPG now? Roxas, buddy. When are you going to stream Romancing Saga? Okay. And then, beware of fire, cold, and lightning. Yo, welcome back, OA. Okay, I think I will use Motivational Charge. Oh, right! Another thing. So you can actually check what's in your allies' hands. So if you were playing this online with other people, you could check it without stopping them from doing anything. But if you were like sharing the screen like I usually do, it would slow things down a bit. But it's still very doable. Okay, so this guy can do lightning. I'll have him absorb light. That way, the Tempest can do his thing. think it's almost time to start playing Precog. I don't want to play Telekinetic Cocoon just yet. I would play Rest of Mind, but it can't go on Baron Blade because he's a character himself. She doesn't need precog. Alright, then I'm going to play the Koi Projection. And use Foresight. So one goes in my hand, one goes to the top of my deck, and the other goes to the bottom. That's going to the bottom. Okay, this goes into my hand. This goes to the top. Ooh, almost feels like I'm psychic. Wait. I think... it's smoke bombs? Stun bolt. Infrared eyepiece. Check my opponent's hand. Ooh, I don't want them to use haste and doom, so I'd rather them get the turrets. Stun bolt. And we got an inventory barrage. I should have attacked the distributor. Alright. Since we're still going rather slow but controlled. Oh, cool. I can change his damage type. So now he doesn't have to worry too much about dealing lightning damage. So hit the 2 targets, draw a card, and it's Tachyon's turn. Play Pushing the Limits. Play Quick Insight. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Discard 2. I don't need this, and I don't need this. Then I get to play another card. We got 9 bursts in the trash. We can keep going. She's going to do a super powerful barrage later. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Jack. So, since this is a device and it's not ongoing, we can't use Blinding Speed to get rid of it. I really shouldn't have did that, but we'll use it on Baron Blade. Gotta feed your doggies. Alright, hope to see you soon, Roxas. And then we'll do a research grant. Got Sucker Punch and Synaptic Interruption. I guess I'd rather get rid of Sucker Punch. And another Light Speed Barrage and a Quick Insight. Thank you very much, man. Alright, so we finally... Oh, right. We didn't do enough damage to destroy Rooftop Combat, so the remote-powered turrets is up. each hero is going to take 2 projectile damage. That part's going to suck, but because you get to choose, we can have it aimed at the Legacy. Since he didn't make himself immune to projectile damage, we're not going to do that. So the Visionary can just choose the projection. We're not going to redirect that. The Wraith takes no damage. Tempest? Nah, Tempest will just take us 2. And then the Legacy takes us 2. And the projection gets destroyed. Alright. So we can slowly work on that. So first we get Inspiring Presence. Everyone gets healed. And while it's on the field, increase the damage dealt by hero targets. So it's essentially his power, just passively. So he doesn't have to choose to use it. And we'll take projectile damage. Alright, what will the Visionary do? Twist the Ether. We'll place it on Baron Blade. Place next to a target. Whenever that target would deal damage, the damage type is changed to a type of your choice and is either increased or reduced by 1. If the target leaves play, destroy this card. It's super powerful. Alright, put that in hand. That's environment, right? We'll put that on top. Okay. Is there any other equipment she has to get set up? I think it's throwing knives, right? Use infrared, control his deck. We don't want him to use haste and doom. Use throwing knives. First we hit the turret. Then we'll hit the distributor. Then we'll hit blade. And she gets the trust fund. And he's going to do projectile damage. Since all of his damage now will be projectiles, we'll play the electrical storm. Handled. Draw another card. Then Tachyon will take the damage so she can keep going. She has to be careful because of all the modifier amps. She could kill herself super quick. Oh, sure, I'll help you out with the data transfer. I can tell you the data transfer on the PS5 is super simple, though. If you still have your PS4, you essentially hook up your PS4, you hook up your PS5. You're probably going to have to remove your HDMI cable once or twice, just to make sure you can see what it says on the screen. So, yeah. It should come with Ethernet cable, so you just plug it in. Tachyon currently has 11 bursts in a trash. Oh, right. The other cool thing about this game is you can check what's in your deck, but you won't know what the order is. So you can kind of preview how these cards work. But when it comes to your trash, it tells you clearly how they are placed in your trash. Alright. So let's play Quick Insight first. I want that fleet of foot. So I'll get rid of the HUD goggles. And the accelerated assault. Everyone gets to draw, she gets to play additional card. Ooh. Actually, I think she might end it around there, so play Synaptic Interruption. And Hypersonic Assault. You don't necessarily have to play every single card in your hand, you can always choose to skip, but I want to push the advantage while I had it. It just happened to be so that I went a little too fast. Yeah, I could just discard that. Alright, so now the top card in the environment can be played. Police Backup. But because of the mega computer, the police backup couldn't do anything. Out comes the Blade Battalion, and they will attack the Wraith. And we'll redirect that to the Legacy. Legacy gets Danger Senses up now. I think it's about time to start healing, but yeah, we gotta start healing. Alright. Get demoralization up. And we'll use Foresight. Cerebral hemorrhage. Prophetic vision. Alright. Wow, is there really only one card in her trash, or did she shuffle? No, nothing else entered the trash. Alright, so we play Raise of Ordnance. Peek at their deck. That's devastating. Alright, we'll take the turret. And then use the throwing knives. Get rid of Blade Battalion first. then Baron Blade gets hit. And we're not going to deal any more damage. We'll stop right there. Yeah, we can still make a projectile. He actually won't do damage this time. We're going to get ready for the flip though. So the thing about pushing a limit is you need to take the damage. You could just take it to trigger synaptic interruption, but you wouldn't have taken the damage, so pushing a limit itself would get destroyed. So we'll skip. And we'll draw 2 discard 1. Sonic Vortex. Push the limit. We don't need this. And we get a Hypersonic Assault. 2 of them. Targeting Innocence. Alright. So what is Baron Blade going to do? Out comes the remote turret. Everyone's going to take their damage. I should have actually redirected that. But with targeting and Innocence, at the start of an environment turn, this card deals each hero target 4 fire damage, then looks through their environment trash for an impending casualty and put it into play. So let's take a peek. What is this guy going to do when he flips? Alright, so he's going to get 30 HP. And then he starts doing energy damage. Wait, when does he do energy damage? At the end of the villain's turn. Okay. So, I think I should play Takedown. Villain cards cannot be played at the end of your turn. The villain target with the highest HP deals the legacy 2 energy damage. It seems like the right thing to do. I could always deal damage, but preventing him from doing extra damage just seems better. And because it is going to be energy damage, make it so that we're immune to energy damage. Oh yeah, this is energy damage. Alright, so we hit the Baron Blade with Demoralization. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I think it's time for Mental Divergence. Destroy 1 ongoing card or take 1 ongoing card from the hero's trash and put it into play Or wait. My fault, put it on the top of their deck. I think I've been playing this really well, so I don't have that issue. I wish it was in play instead of on top. But she also gets the choice of destroying, so you know. Alright. So we've been controlling him pretty well. We gotta do 5 damage to him or the turret. Alright, we never set up smoke bombs. We'll use a throat jab. Sweet shot. How's it going, man? You hear my stream is live. Yes, it is. Yo, sometimes things happen. Okay, so Baron Blade cannot deal damage. Yo, I'm glad everything going great for you. When's the next time you think you're going to try the Remembrance battle? Alright, so let's use our throwing knives. First, we hit Baron Blade. We'll cause him to flip. Now we'll go after the turret. And we'll hit targeting innocents. When the pay to win banners come out, crush him at his 2 health. Wait, you gotta tell me about those pay to win banners. Okay, so we'll use Razor Ordnance, and we'll attack Baron Blade. Oh, I think we might win. Maybe get some news tonight? I hope so. Alright, we changed the damage to projectile. First, we'll deal damage to Baron Blade. We actually don't care how the damage gets distributed. Oh yeah, I think we won. This game has so much shit on the screen. Well, the whole thing is, if you are actually playing this game, it's a card game. So, as you have a physical table, as you start playing more cards, it just starts to fill up your table. It really gets that done correctly. But, because you're taking turns, it actually has to move people in and out so you can see what's going on. Alright, here we go. We're going to use Ball Lightning now. Alright. So we hit Baron Blade. And we're not going to destroy anything. We're just going to skip that. And we're going to have Tempest use his ability. We drew a card. And now it's Tachyon. Tachyon would take the damage, except she's going to redirect it. Because she redirected it, that one card I was telling you about earlier, it got destroyed. And you remember that card I was holding on to? So I could have multiple of them? Did the taunt play? I'm sorry, let me double check. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Let me knock that out for you guys.
You take this.
Thank you.
You like that?
Alright, we're all good, right? Okay. So, we were holding on to Lightspeed Barrage because her whole thing, she wants to get burst into the graveyard.
Thank
And
you.
by getting the bursts into the graveyard, she's then able to power up her Lightspeed Barrage. So I was essentially stacking my hand to destroy this boss. Since there are 16 different burst cards in the graveyard, and she has 3 of these in her hand, you can imagine the kind of damage she's doing. Believe it or not, that was the smoothest game of Sentinels I've ever played, and that was the shortest game of Sentinels I've ever played. Her strength is over 9,000. Yo, thank you everyone for coming to check it out.